Whoa! Welcome back to Scooter to Blink POV. Today we have the 2025 Honda Transalp. I'm not even gonna try to act like I know the legendarity of this motorcycle. It was introduced back in 1986. I was still swimming in the balls, not even that, but this bike really got its reputation as the highest quality bike. You can see them still today driving on the road, and Honda decided to update it, so the quality shall be tested again. In a world where the CF Moto is at the moment really battling, it has big shoes to fill or maintain in this case, but in the technology department they still have some things to catch up with other competitors. So what do we have? Well, the engine actually grew a bit. It used to be 550cc parallel twin, and now we have 755cc to work with. It develops 90 horsepower, more than enough for two people, and it's actually quite rail happy. It creates the most power at 9,000 and 5,000 RPM, so quite high, you have to rule it. And the 75 Newton meters of torque at a little bit lower, 7,250, something like that. So this bike is rail happy. It has a very nice sound to it. We will hear it later. The power is transmitted through 6-speed, 6 gears through the chain. Front we have the dual discs by Nissin with 2 pins, and in the back we have a single disc with I guess it's 1. So the braking it's okay. It's not top-notch Brembo, but it should get its job done, and it's ABS, of course. So it has 16.9 or 17 liter fuel tank. Honda says this bike will run 4.3 liters per 100 kilometers of petrol. So it's not really, I mean, the number is not high at the start. I guess it should be at around about 5.5, depends how you ride it. Also have 2 other color schemes. You can take the gray one, it's called Pearl Deep Mud Gray, and the black one, which is Graphite Black. But this one is no-brainer in my opinion. It looks the best and the most nostalgic, and if you're looking for attention, this will get it the most. And even if you didn't know about the history of this bike, it's a catchy bike. It looks nice, it looks friendly, it looks approachable, and the gold still gives it premiality, even though this white is maybe a little bit, it gives it old vibes, but the gold one adds that pizzazz. So which adds to the nimbleness of this bike is also the steel frame, not the lightest one. This bike has 210 kilograms ready to drive. So in comparison, it's not the most heavy one, but of course it's actually pretty light for an adventure bike. CF Moto is, I think, 220 kilograms. So while we're mentioning the competition of this bike is actually, so CF Moto 800 MT, then you have Aprilia Touareg, Ducati has Multistrada Versys from Kawasaki, Yamaha has a Tracer. This bike specifically actually has a few add-ons that don't come as standard. This protection shell is not standard. This is a little bit lifted glass. It protects you, of course, against the wind. It's a good investment to maybe buy extra. And the suitcase. So a nice thing is it uses the same key, but you have some extra storage if you need it. Also, the quick shifter is optional. It's not on this bike, and to be fair, it's very pleasant to drive. It's no problem to change gears by my hand. It's pleasant. And also additionally, you can purchase the main stand. I think it's important if you're riding a lot in places where you have uneven grounds. It comes in handy. What people mention they don't like about this bike is this bike doesn't have a tubeless tires. So if you cut the tire, you have to remove it and change it and fix the inner tube. While in the majority of vehicles today you have tubeless system. It's easy to fix. You just fill it up with rubber that solidifies, and you're good to go. So this is something very annoying. You can change it yourself, but it's not out of the box. So let's also see, we have some storage here. Okay, we can leave the seat. I never done this before. Wow, okay. Oh, so we have the battery and some little stuff. We actually can put a phone here or something. It actually doesn't have space, let's be real, guys. Here we have also we have some elastic, so you can fix some papers. Not great, not terrible. And maybe one more thing I noticed, it might be quality related. The motorbike has 7,000 kilometers and the seat is already gathering together. This might snatch here in a few years. So at this point, I think I could already say what Honda tried to do here. This is an amazing base. This bike has a structural stiffness. It's so predictable, so good, it's forgiving, but it's very empty in regards with tech. It has everything it really needs, and what it has, it works. But then if you want to have the techy stuff, as I mentioned before, the extra gear, here you have no USBs. You need to do that on your own. You will pay for that, or you will do it by your own. So this is a perfect bike for somebody who is a hobbyist, who loves to do things by themselves. They want to use the bike for very long. Honda provides an amazing fundamental base. So it's not really meant for really going off-road and in savannah like Africa Twin. This is more like a bike you take on a road, European ride through the Alps, long roads, and you can still do a little bit of off-roading, but it's not like straight that. And Honda also made sure you will have a lot of work to make it ready for this. You will have to pay a lot, so why not just go for the Africa Twin if you need that. So it is in its own class, but a skilled person could turn it into an absolute weapon, off-roading weapon. So not a lot of them will do it. So that's all a steering of the crowd, the most they can do. But otherwise it's a great daily commuter. I have been riding it for the past hour, and I have to say this is straight up the most comfortable bike I ride by now. It's so predictable, so sharp, so nimble, and as I said, approachable as well. The seat height is actually 85 centimeters. So if I take a seat on it, being 1 meter and 81 centimeters tall, I have my both feet on the ground. It's perfect. Like CF Moto was a little bit tiptoesy already, and I don't have pain in my legs. So regarding this, it's great feeling, very approachable. The pegs are not too high, they're very low actually. You're on a couch basically. Infotainment is quite simple, 5.5 inch, same as on CBR and the Hornet. TFT display with the most simple things it shows. So you have fuel gauge, the gearing, the speed, well, I need to do the service, the RPM rev range. You also have the distance, and here you can actually change compare the trip, your fuel consumption. So you compare with trip A, trip B, what was your average fuel consumption, and here you have the user mode. You can actually adjust the power delivery. So every mode has the same power. It's just the way it delivers it through the ride-by-wire. So here we have the power mode, EB. I forgot what EB is. Write it in the comment. You have traction and ABS, and also off-road ABS. And then you have also the driver's modes. So we have sport mode, rain mode, gravel mode, and 2 user modes, and standard. 6 modes, total 4 modes and 2 user modes. Regarding the buttons, here we have up, down, menu buttons. Modes can be changed very quickly. You can also connect your phone, but it's very simple. You get a very small data information. If somebody's calling you, you cannot see who, but it says you got a call. And in the maps it says turn left, turn right. You cannot see the map where you're going. The buttons are, as I said, pretty simple. Left, right, the horn, oh. Cute. Start the engine, hazard lights, and that's all you really need. The gas, of course. The mirrors, I learned, are good. You can see, of course, it could always be better, but for what they're great. And the wind protector is really working heavily for me. So at this point, let's start driving it. I would like to thank AS Domžale for letting us have Transalp today. They are the official importer of Honda and Ducati motorcycles, and they are also selling very high-end motorcycle gear. If you're looking for the best equipment, great service, great people and community, look no further. Thanks, AS Domžale. Toots, toots, toots. So we get a nice Transalp welcoming animation and a nice rumble. For a stock exhaust, it's actually pretty loud and it's nice. I hope it doesn't have a roux blockade. Yes, it's a good sound, very nice. It's a nice rumble. So let's not be illegal. Already testing the nimbleness here. As I said, it's a very nimble bike. Of course, when I say nimble in terms of adventure bike, but still, it's okay. The C-Bar was a rocket ship, you know, but this one is also a little bit more heavier, but I feel very comfortable. It's really, it's like a Zofa, you know, playing PSP, PlayStation. No, let's go left, simple. So we got a normal speed if we don't have gas, 11 kilometers per hour. You can also lean it quite heavily because you're high. Let's see how much, if I can press. Can do a very pretty small circle, yeah? Look at that. And I feel comfortable doing it as well. So it's not just me, you know, it's also the bike. So ride by wire should be pretty jerky. Yeah, it's good. So let's go on the road. Let's see how it rides. Yep, the torque is down low. Gotta be careful to not fall. Oh yes. It has a beautiful rumble. And also the torque is high enough. I just released the clutch. It never died on me until now. It's very predictable, very forgiving engine. So yes, of course. Let's see the circular. No, it's so easy to angle this bike. It gives you tremendous self-esteem, and it's so comfortable doing it. I'm basically on a scooter, guys. I feel like, you know, I will not be tired if I were just driving this for the whole day. My ass is not hurting at all. It's an amazing seat. You can also set the engine braking. I think it was BH. No, I think yeah, the engine braking. So you can set this up, and if you set it correctly, your balls will not be pressed when braking, you know. So that's great. And you get a lot of attention. People like the color scheme, I guess, or they know the bike, or maybe they don't. They are laughing at my roller skates protection. I'm driving slow and nicely, nothing to fear. Yeah, they love the bike. It's also nice to stop, you know, this city traffic doesn't mind me. I don't mind it. Gear changing is nice, pleasant, forgiving, and nimble. I said this, it's so stable, you really know what it will do, so predictable. I like this bike, it's really good. It's, let's say, it's so perfect that it's actually boring at this point, because I'm so relaxed. I could do it every day, and then it becomes just something I do to get from A to B. But that's great, that's awesome. And for the money, I think it's 10,000 euros. Just check it at your local dealer, something like that should be the price. It's again a tremendous base if you want to build something on your own. But if you want to have a complete set of stuff package, go for Africa Twin. I didn't ride it yet, maybe I will one day. But the character of the bike is very nice. You get the really nice punchy soundy parallel twin with extra horses. I like this character. It actually has a character, this bike. Yes. I like it very much. So we will also see how it is off-road a little bit. Let's go check it. No problem for this bike. Oh, that's it. Exploring some woods in the Alps with Transalps. Wow. And then you just take a picture. So in the rides like this, I wish I would have a cruise control. I think that's the basic DNA of Transalp, to cruise. It's the ultimate Alp cruiser, but I guess, you know, it's still okay. But it's just something I think on this type of bike should be standard. Maybe next one, huh? Honda, hint. Even before the screen would also come nicely if it was a bigger one with a little bit more infotainment, directions. You know, this is a cruiser in the end. I understand it was not supposed to compete against their own Africa Twin, right? But still, it's a cruiser. But as I said, this is a very high quality foundation you can personally build on. You can put your own phone holder or screens. You can add your own plastics you want. But the foundation is solid. So if this is solid, you can do whatever later. It's a very nice bike. I recommend. Oh. So let's see how Transalp is doing on a highway. Finančna uprava, what the fuck? It's very stable. Transalp has no problems going fast. I mean, below 200, somewhere around, it's okay. So you can go fast if you want to. It's not the point of this bike. So it's comfortable, not wiggly at all. A little bit maybe on the corner, but no, gotta say it's better than CF Moto. in that department. If I hit the limiter, I don't get snapped in front. It's very nicely balanced. So props for that. So overall, Transalp is the ultimate traveling machine minus the cruise control, but it's a great and high quality basis and fundamental where you can start building your perfect Alp commuter. Thank you for watching, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe and like the video. For the next video, we see you soon. Ta-da!